Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we unravel the mysteries behind those official company filings and see what the numbers are really telling us. Today we're digging into Therapeutics Inc., and let me tell you, there is a little something about their latest report that might just make you raise an eyebrow. Before we dive in, if you like getting the real story behind corporate news without all the jargon, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you want to chat about these findings with other like-minded folks, check out our Discord community. The link is in the description below. Alright, so we've got a Form 8K filing from Therapeutics Inc. Now, an 8K is like a special announcement. It is for really important stuff that happens between their regular financial reports. Think of it as a company saying, hey, something big just happened, and we need to tell everyone right away. The big news in this particular filing dropped on the 13th of November 2025. And what kind of big news are we talking about? Well, it seems like Therapeutics Inc. decided to give us an update on how they're doing financially, specifically for the quarter that ended on the 30th of September of the same year. One of the tidbits in here tells us about their stock. They've got common stock, and it is trading on the Nasdaq Stock Market LLC under the symbol TTRX. This is important because it gives us a clue about where investors can buy and sell shares of the company and how the public sees its value. Something else that stands out is that Therapeutics Inc. is checking the box to say they are an emerging growth company. What does that mean in simple terms? It basically means they are a newer, smaller company that has less than a certain amount of revenue. This often comes with some perks like being able to delay adopting newer accounting rules for a bit longer. This can sometimes make it easier for them to manage their reported earnings initially, but it also means their financial picture might not be as directly comparable to older, more established companies right away. The main reason for this 8K filing is to share their financial and operating results. They issued a press release on the 13th of November 2025 that announced how they performed for the quarter ending the 30th of September 2025. Now, usually when a company releases its results, it is a pretty big deal. And this filing is essentially their way of officially submitting that announcement to the public record. The actual juicy details of their performance are contained within that press release, which is attached as an exhibit. Think of the press release as the company's story about their results, and this 8K filing is the official stamp of approval, saying, yes, this is what we announced. They've also included a standard exhibit that is an interactive data file, which is becoming more and more common for companies to help make their financial information easier to process. Now, digging into that press release, which is what we're really interested in as investors and observers, we need to look for the actual numbers. While this filing itself doesn't contain the detailed financial tables, it points us directly to Exhibit 99.1, the press release for those key performance indicators in the world of corporate filings. The press release is often where companies put their best foot forward, highlighting the positive aspects of their results. But our job here at Corporate Decoder is to look beyond the polish and see what the raw data tells us. Let's imagine for a moment that the press release showed something like a significant increase in revenue. If Therapeutics Inc. reported, say, a 25% jump in revenue compared to the same quarter last year, that is not just a number, it means they are selling a lot more of their products or services. This could be due to a successful new product launch, a surge in demand for their existing offerings, or perhaps some very effective marketing campaigns. A 25% jump is substantial and suggests the company is gaining traction. On the flip side, if we saw a decrease in revenue, say a 10% drop, we'd want to understand why. Is it tougher competition? Are their products becoming less relevant? Or is it an industry-wide slowdown? A 10% drop means for every 10 customers they had last year, they now have only 9. That is a clear signal that something needs to be reevaluated. We'd also look for profit numbers. A company can increase revenue, but if their costs go up even faster, they might actually be making less profit. For example, if their net income, which is what is left after all expenses are paid, declined by 15% even while revenue grew, it would indicate that their costs of goods sold or operating expenses are too high relative to their sales. This would be a worrying sign, suggesting they are becoming less efficient at turning sales into actual profits. The key is to compare these numbers to previous periods, like the prior quarter or the same quarter last year. Trends are crucial. Is the company on an upward trajectory, or are they flatlining or declining? For instance, if revenue has been growing steadily for 3 quarters and then suddenly drops, that is a red flag that needs immediate investigation. We would also be scanning for any mention of new debt or changes in existing debt. Taking on more debt can be a sign of growth and investment, but too much debt can strain a company's finances, making it harder to repay and increasing financial risk. If their debt level has increased significantly, We'd want to know if it is for a strategic expansion or just to cover operating losses. And finally, we'd look at any forward-looking statements or management commentary. What is the company saying about its future prospects? Are they optimistic, cautiously optimistic, or expressing concerns? This qualitative information, combined with the quantitative financial data, helps paint a more complete picture. Now, looking beyond the numbers themselves, we have to consider the bigger picture for Turn Therapeutics Inc. As an emerging growth company, they are likely in a phase of building their market share, developing their products, and perhaps seeking further funding. The numbers from this quarter would offer clues about their progress in these areas. Are they spending heavily on research and development and marketing? If so, we might expect revenue to be growing but profits to be thin or negative, which is typical for companies in this stage. The crucial question is whether this spending is leading to sustainable growth. From a strategic viewpoint, we would be asking if their financial performance aligns with their stated business goals. If they are aiming to be a leader in a specific therapeutic area, are their investments and results reflecting that ambition? Are they outpacing or falling behind their competitors in key metrics? This period's results would be a vital data point in that ongoing assessment. So, what is my take on Turn Therapeutics Inc. based on this filing? Based on this 8K, which acts as a gateway to their quarterly performance announcement, the company is operating within the standard reporting framework. The crucial insights, however, lie within the actual press release attached to this filing. Without analysing those specific financial figures, it is premature to make a definitive judgment. However, the fact that they flag themselves as an emerging growth company suggests a focus on growth and establishing market presence, which often involves significant investment and potentially longer timelines to profitability. The real test will be in the details of those financial results. Are they seeing solid revenue growth that outpaces their expenses? And is there a clear path to sustainable profitability? Key risks for such companies often include market adoption of new technologies, intense competition, and the ability to secure ongoing funding. Opportunities could lie in innovative product pipelines and expanding into new markets. Alright, that is our initial decode of this Turn Therapeutics Inc. filing. What are your thoughts on what this type of report signifies for a company? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more corporate insights. And don't forget to join our Discord community. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching. See you in the next Decode.